Now let's talk about the 3 movements that can replace your entire workout if you commit to them properly. Why simplicity wins and complexity fails. We've been sold the idea that progress requires more exercises, more volume, more equipment, more programs. But here's what decades of movement practice, coaching thousands of people, and personal experimentation reveal. Complexity often creates fragility. The human body doesn't crave complicated splits and machine variations. It craves fundamental patterns, the same patterns humans have used since childhood and throughout evolution. These aren't exercises. They are ways of existing. When people lose mobility and strength with age, it's rarely because they didn't do enough cable crossovers. It's because they stopped practicing foundational human movements. Strip away the noise, and you're left with 3 pillars: deep squat, hanging, crawling. These aren't random. Together, they cover lower body function, upper body integrity, and full body integration. Let's break them down properly. Movement number 1. The deep squat, owning the ground. The deep squat is not just a strength exercise. It's a position, a resting posture, a mobility assessment, a diagnostic tool, and a gateway. Many adults in modern societies can't sit comfortably in a full squat for 30 seconds without pain, heels lifting, or losing balance. That's not a genetic issue. It's disuse. In many cultures around the world, squatting remains a normal resting posture throughout life. And those populations often show lower rates of certain hip and mobility limitations not because they train harder, but because they never stopped squatting. When you spend time in a deep squat, your ankles move through full dorsiflexion, your knees strengthen through full range, your hips open into flexion and external rotation. Your lower back learns to stabilize dynamically. Your feet regain active engagement with the ground. This isn't about doing 3 sets of 10 and leaving. It's about accumulating time. Real change happens when you treat the squat as part of daily life. Start with 30 seconds. Work toward 2 to 5 minutes at a time. Eventually, accumulate 20 minutes across a day, if possible. Read in it, scroll in it, breathe in it. Why is this so powerful? Because the squat is the foundation of every locomotive pattern: walking, running, jumping, lunging, climbing. If you can't access deep hip and ankle mobility, power expression suffers. And more importantly, resilience suffers. Joint health thrives on movement, variability, and full range loading. In a deep squat, your lower body joints receive compressive and tensile forces that stimulate circulation of synovial fluid and strengthen connective tissue. Movement feeds joints. Stillness starves them. The deep squat teaches you to own the ground. And if you own the ground, you can move powerfully from it. Movement number 2. Hanging, reclaiming the upper body. Now let's move upward. Hanging is one of the most underrated movements in modern fitness. Many adults go years, sometimes decades, without supporting their body weight with their hands overhead. But your shoulders were designed for suspension, climbing, and pulling. When you hang from a bar, your spine decompresses under controlled traction. Your grip strength develops. Your scapulae learn to move freely. Your lats engage naturally. Your shoulders regain overhead capacity. Research consistently shows that grip strength is strongly associated with overall health outcomes and longevity markers. It's not magic. Grip strength reflects global neuromuscular integrity and overall robustness. If you can't hang for 10 seconds, that's not a reason to avoid it. It's a reason to start. Begin with passive hangs, relaxing into the bar. Then active hangs, slight shoulder engagement. Gradually accumulate 30 to 60 seconds total. Eventually aim for 1 to 2 minutes in broken sets. Hanging restores overhead capacity that sitting, driving, typing, and phone use quietly remove from your life. Many shoulder issues stem from chronic compression and lack of overhead loading. While not a universal fix, controlled hanging often improves shoulder comfort by restoring movement options. It also unlocks pulling strength. Before you worry about pull-ups, rows, or advanced calisthenics, build your hang. The hang is the gateway. Strong grip leads to strong pulls. Strong pulls lead to capable shoulders. And beyond performance, hanging builds something even more important: confidence in your own body weight. If you want to carry groceries at 70, lift luggage at 75, or support yourself during a stumble at 80, hanging capacity matters more than you think. Movement number 3. Crawling integration and coordination. Now we integrate. Crawling looks simple, sometimes even silly. But it might be the most neurologically powerful of the three. Crawling reconnects you with the ground. It builds cross-body coordination: right arm with left leg, left arm with right leg. These contralateral patterns are fundamental to walking and running mechanics. When you crawl, core stabilizers activate reflexively. Shoulders and hips co-contract for stability. Hands bear load in dynamic positions. Balance and spatial awareness improve. Adults often lose the ability to comfortably get down to the floor and back up without assistance. That loss correlates with reduced independence over time. Crawling addresses that directly. Start with bear crawls, knees hovering slightly off the ground. Crab crawls face up. Forward and backward variations. Lateral movement. 5 to 10 minutes daily is enough to create noticeable change. Crawling develops integrated strength. It builds neural coordination. It challenges conditioning without high impact. And importantly, it teaches you how to move in multiple directions safely. Forward, backward, sideways. Life doesn't happen in straight lines, so why train only in straight lines? Crawling restores movement as expression, not just execution. The big picture: 3 gateways, each movement unlocks a domain. Squat gives lower body mobility, strength, and ground control. Hang gives upper body integrity, grip, and spinal decompression. Crawl gives full body coordination and integration. Together, they create a resilient system. You don't need dozens of exercises if these patterns are strong. From them, you can build lunges, jumps, sprints, pull-ups, carries, handstands, advanced calisthenics. But even if you never progress beyond the basics, maintaining these 3 patterns keeps you capable. This isn't about aesthetics, it's about agency. It's about reducing the gap between what your body wants to do and what it can do. How to start today? No excuses. Here's your immediate challenge. Sit in a deep squat for 30 seconds. Hang from something sturdy for 10 to 20 seconds. Crawl for 1 minute without stopping. That's it. Notice what feels tight. Notice what feels weak. Notice what feels unfamiliar. That's your starting point. Consistency matters more than intensity here. Small daily exposure beats occasional heroic workouts. Treat these movements like brushing your teeth: non-negotiable, foundational, automatic. Final message: movement is a responsibility. You live in a physical body. That body requires maintenance. If you stop squatting, you lose it. If you stop hanging, you lose it. If you stop crawling, you lose coordination. Capability fades when unused. But here's the empowering truth. The body adapts at almost any age when given appropriate stimulus. Not extreme, not reckless, just consistent and progressive. You don't need more equipment. You don't need more complexity. You need practice. Squat, hang, crawl. Master the ground. Own your body weight. Move through space with confidence. Everything else is optional. These are foundational. If this message challenged you or inspired you, hit like so more people rediscover what their bodies were built to do. Subscribe for practical, no-nonsense movement strategies. And share this with someone who wants to stay strong for life. Next time, we'll break down step-by-step progressions so you can safely and intelligently level up each of these 3 patterns. Until then, move with intention. Move daily. Because movement isn't just exercise, it's life. I've replaced my whole workout with these 3 moves: stopping, opening. What if I told you that if you could only keep 3 movements for the rest of your life: no gym, No machines, no fancy programs, you could still stay strong. Mobile and capable into your 80s and 90s. Not just surviving, but moving like someone decades younger. Most people are drowning in complicated workout plans, but the truth, when you strip everything away, your body only needs a few foundational patterns to thrive. Welcome plus authority, plus call to action, welcome back. If you care about staying strong, mobile, and independent for life, you're in the right place. On this channel, we break down what actually works, not trends, not hype, not complexity, for the sake of looking advanced but principles that stand the test of time. Before we dive in, do 3 quick things. Hit that like button so this message reaches more people who need it. Subscribe if you value long-term strength over short-term aesthetics. And share this video with someone who wants to move better as they age. Now let's talk about the 3 movements that can replace your entire workout if you commit to them properly.